talk a little bit, Jade. I mean, you've got me convinced this is the way to go. So let's talk a little bit about how should we take it? How much should we take it? How does it taste? And let's hit some of those issues, because people are saying, I got to take oil.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take oil.
Yeah.
I mean, is it simple to take, or how should a person take it and to get it into the diet? Let's get it into their diet immediately. So how would we do that? Say you want to start today, take flax oil.
Absolutely. That's one of the most common questions that I'm asked, in fact. In fact, I got hit with this question so many times, I had to answer it so many times, I thought I should write a recipe book. Now, I'm not a cook. I'm not a chef. I said, you know what? Let's put this stuff into the diet. Let's get it back into our foodstuffs. You can't cook with it. You can't heat it. And the reason for that is that will degenerate, that will kill the valuable living element of the oil. But you can't add it to foods. You can add it to maple syrup, for example, to put it in the diet of your kids. That's what I do with my 2 kids. They don't know what's there. I put it in their yogurt. In fact, my son, he's 2.5, he'll go to the refrigerator where I keep my flax oil. If I have some yogurt, he'll go and hand it. He wants that flax oil in his yogurt. Incredible for kids. In fact, we know that kids that have higher blood levels of omega-3 fatty acids are more intelligent, they're better behaved, they don't suffer from attention deficit disorder. Flax oil has been used as a treatment for attention deficit disorder. It can be as simple as simply getting out a tablespoon, pouring it in a tablespoon, and down it goes. Some people have an aversion to oils. What you're going to find with flax oil, it's not going to be like the stuff that you find in your grocery store. It's not going to be like this refined, absolutely nutritionally dead, dangerous, toxic vegetable oil, okay? Any other way I can describe it.
That's pretty good.
This, in fact, when refined, is completely colorless. They have to add the color back to this product. In fact, they pride themselves on finding uniformity in the color. What you're going to find with flax oil, let me show you what flax oil looks like. Here's the corn oil, which they added the color back into. Here's the flax oil. Full of natural omega-3 fatty acids, accessory nutrients, contains 7 of 9 essential amino acids. I mean, this is incredible. You can see that this is unrefined, completely natural, simply pressing the seeds to get the oil out. It's got a very nutty taste. Some people love the flavor. Some people hate it. Most people don't mind it. But I like to incorporate flax oil into foods, to salad dressings, to dips, even desserts. And as a result, I wrote this book called Flax for Life. And in this book, 101 delicious recipes, tips, and tricks featuring fabulous flaxseed oil. And very, very simple, common sense things to do, such as I said, adding it to yogurt, adding it to maple syrup. Very, very simple ways to incorporate flax oil in the diet. We should take between 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. Now, an alternate method to take flaxseed oil is by simply buying it in a gelatin capsule. The gel caps are okay. They're convenient for traveling, but whenever possible, I highly advocate that you take it in the liquid. You're going to get more of what you need.
So this basically is a solution for preventing diseases. And what I like about this, if a person does have some sort of a disease right now, as cardiovascular disease or what have you, they can take this. Can they take this along with, say, with the medications they're taking right now, that from their doctors, say if they have a cardiovascular problem or whatever condition they have, and still supplement their diet with flax oil, and it'll still be beneficial even if they're taking some other kind of medications or what have you?
Yeah. We don't know of any drug interactions to date that have been found with flax oil. And the reason for that is that flaxseed oil, again coming from these small, very tiny seeds, grown in a very cold climate, is that this is really a foodstuff. This is a foodstuff, in fact, that our body is starving for. In fact, interestingly, people that have weight gain issues, they're trying to gain weight, that crave fat-laden and sweet foods, they find when they begin to take flaxseed oil that they're not craving these foods anymore. The only thing that I can imagine is that the food is craving these healthy fats, healthy omega-3 fats. Trying to find these, you're not satiated. You're eating everything in sight. When you take this flaxseed oil, it's giving your body what it needs. You're literally, I mean, can you imagine a 400-pound person being undernourished? So they're over-caloried, they're undernourished. Incredible. In fact, we know in obese individuals, they have amongst the lowest levels of omega-3 fatty acids of anybody in society.
Amazing. So in other words, whether you're underweight or overweight or have normal weight or irregardless, taking flax oil is going to be beneficial. If you have any kind of diseases, as an example, like say cancer or cardiovascular or diabetes or what have you, flax oil is going to be beneficial. So irregardless what you do have, by taking flax oil, it's going to be the betterment of your health. Is that correct?
There's no question. You know, and one of the things, I mean, as a healthcare practitioner, you hate to put off anything as being a panacea.
Absolutely.
A cure-all, if you will.
That's right.
But we know that given the fact that flax oil, or I should say omega-3 fatty acids, have been directly correlated, reduction of them to over 60 diseases and illnesses, the fact that they're an essential nutrient, this is foundational nutrition. We're trying to build a brick building of our bodies. We're trying to build a strong, robust, healthy body. And I like to use the analogy of a brick building because imagine trying to build a brick building but you don't have the mortar, the cement, if you will, in between the bricks. You can build this beautiful brick building. It looks great from the outside, looks structurally sound. And here in San Francisco, as you know, first time the ground shakes, you know, which we can correlate to stress in our lives,
sure,
that building's coming down. Well, omega-3 fatty acids, given the fact that they're highly individual, they're used in every single cell of our body, which we'll picture as the bricks, they're as important to our health and integrity, to our structural body, as mortar cement is to a brick building. That's how critical they
Incredible.
are. And that's why they're so prevalent in so many diseases, over 60 diseases and illnesses. Interestingly, when we supplement our diet with omega-3 fatty acids, when we start taking flaxseed oil, we see one of two things. We either see an improvement in that condition, or we can ameliorate the condition completely. Best of all worlds, take it preventatively. People say, well, there's nothing wrong with me. Well, that's great. Now's the time to get into prevention.
So what